Nation, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. Welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. We got some good news on Thursday, September 24th, which, by the way, coincidentally, is also the 26th anniversary of the Miracle of Michigan, whatever that means, but it's a good day for the Colorado Buffaloes. We know that because we have college football coming back here to Folsom Field. And a guy who's been working tirelessly on all of that has been Athletic Director Rick George. That was great news on Thursday, I think, especially, and I know this is what you're most concerned about, for the student athletes, the fact that football is finally coming back.
Yeah, look, it's football coming back, but it's also all the other sports, and all of our student athletes have worked incredibly hard this summer to put themselves in a position, so I'm happy for them. And, I'm actually happy for Carl, too, so maybe at some point he'll actually be able to practice, which would be a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Now, this is something I mentioned you've been working tirelessly on, everybody in administration around the Pac-12, all the institutions. When did you have a sense that, hey, things are lining up? I think maybe this is going to be coming back soon.
Well, I think when we got the news on the Quidel testing that we can test daily now and then do a PCR test once a week as well, I think that's really helpful for us. It's a game changer in a lot of ways. And so that's when we started having a little hope. And, then our doctors in the conference gave us a report that we thought was really good. And, as we got to the finish line, you just never know, and I've learned during this pandemic that don't get too high and don't get too low because things happen and things change sometimes daily, but hourly as well.
It's going to be a challenge for, I think, all the municipalities around the Pac-12. Then on Thursday, where there was an order that came down from Boulder County, that's going to lay some challenges in front of what we're doing here at the University of Colorado. Talk about kind of navigating where we're at right now.
Yeah, look, we live in this community, and, we want to be part of the solution. And we're going to comply like we would any other time. And so, the timing wasn't great, but, look, the county's got to do what they think's best for this community, and I support that. And now we just got to figure out, well, how do we get from here to there? And, and as I've said a number of times, and everybody knows that, we'll be ready and whenever we get the ability to go forward. So that's kind of where we're at today.
Rick, I know that as troubled as these waters have been, I know you're unbelievably proud of what the staff here at CU has done in terms of, since the semester got underway, and really working throughout the off-season, the summer months as well, what this staff has done in terms of making things work for student athletes, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Look, I'm proud of our staff for a lot of reasons. You go to Jason DePape and Miguel and their teams and what they've done setting up protocols that I think are industry standards, and because of their expertise and what they've been able to do. And then, we've had to adapt, in our nutrition. We do a curbside grab and go, and we serve 12,000 meals to student athletes in June and July, with 9 staff members. And so, the way we've treated mental health, we've set up telehealth for our student athletes that need to talk to one of our practitioners, and that's been helpful, and it's been really good for our students. One thing that I've said from day one is during this pandemic, we're not going to take away any of the support that we provide our student athletes, and that's important for us. We're also not going to eliminate any sports. That's right. Important. And we've been able to keep that commitment to our student athletes, and I think that's important because we have to be transparent. This is a real difficult time for a lot of people. We're just a small microcosm of what's going on in the world, but we've got to do our part, and I think we're doing a great job for our student athletes, and we'll continue to do that. And again, we'll navigate this and be as nimble as we can be with things changing daily and hourly.
We've had to be, all of us, be patient through this entire process.
I don't have a lot of that.
But you've been pretty good at it during the last few months, not only here at the university, but really in society. Fans are going to have to be patient because this was a magical place behind us on a Saturday. But when those games start to happen in November, there will be no fans here.
Yeah, that's going to be different. We're already seeing that on TV for a lot of other sports that are already out there, and some college games that have been going on now for 3 or 4 weeks with no fans. So it's different, but it's what we have to do to be able to compete safely and keep our student athletes and staffs safe during this pandemic. And so we'll adapt, and we'll do what we can to make sure there's some noise whatever we're doing.
My guess is you had a couple of very happy basketball coaches on Thursday as well, knowing that it wasn't just going to be a Pac-12 slate, but starting with Thanksgiving weekend, it was going to be college basketball preseason.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was important for Tad and JR and for their student athletes, and really excited for them. And again, I'm excited for all of our sports that they'll begin playing after the first of the year. But yeah, having both basketballs come back Thanksgiving weekend will be great as well.
Well, it certainly was a great day for the Colorado Buffaloes and college football fans throughout the Pac-12 when we found out that the Pac-12 will start playing in early November. Rick, congratulations.
Thanks, Mark.